Hello and welcome. It's Kathy Lee from Kathy's Creative Place. I'm back with a new card for the March Craftology box from Country Craft Creations. This collection that we're using to make cards with is from Graphic 45 and it's their Sunkiss collection. This card that I'm going to make, this is my second one from the collection. So this time I decided to make an easel card. I haven't made one of those in a long time, so I thought I would use this collection to do that. There's so many pretty papers and so many ways to create contrast with the patterns from this collection. So, this is going to be my top, and as you know, I always do kind of rough drafts first before I put everything together, so nothing's adhered at this point. I'll walk you through all of the measurements for the papers that I used and the other embellishments and the elements that we're putting on the card. And then and then I'll just run it fast forward as normal, let you listen to some music while I construct it. Okay, so first of all, what I did is I cut this cute little girl with the sand bucket and the pail and the spade, and she's listening to a conch shell. So adorable. So I cut her out, and in the collection, she's on the signature page. And she also has a white mat around her in the paper already. So I just cut along that entire element. So we're going to be using her as kind of our focal point. And then I also cut these pieces out from the signature page, Sun and Kissed, and that's going to be my sentiment on the front. I also put some foam tape on the back of this, and then I had some orange stitched ribbon in my stash, and I brought that out. It matches the collection really well, and I love how it has a lot of contrast with the little white stitches in it. So I thought that would be a great piece to use as my bow. So for this, I just simply wrapped it around my fingers, and then I tied a piece of thread in the middle. I also kind of twisted it too, so it wouldn't be, so it'd be, um, uh, kind of spray. It helps spray the loops. So I that's what I did with my bow, and then I put a button on, and this button came from the add-on kit. The uh, I featured this in the previous card that I made, and this is 28 lane. Oh gosh, I can never remember the name of this thing, but okay, 28 lilac lane. So these little kits have all kinds of pearls and sequins, lace, tons of buttons, beads, and some little charms in here. So I used this bead from the collection. I also created a little shell, and I filled it with beads and sequins and some of the pearls, and with glue gun and some glue. So I thought that was really cute because that's gonna kind of bling out the inside of the card while it's sitting in the easel form. Okay, and then I used these from my stash. These are just uh, some flowers from my stash, and they match the colors really well. So I'm using those flowers. I'm also using some of this mesh type ribbon as kind of like a border on the front of my card. And then these pieces here are papers. This one is actually an authentic paper. It's called Orange Blossom. It has stripes. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And I'm using them in a horizontal format. And then on the other side, it has these cute little swirls. And the colors match the collection really well. So this, I want to give you the measurements. So this piece is 5 inches by 3.5. And then I just have a mat of white artisan cardstock, and I am using a 1/16 inch border. So the mat measures 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. So we'll mat that on that, and then also this paper is called Turtle Time. As you can tell, there's a lot of sea turtles there. It's just, I love the imagery is so pretty. And so this is, because this is a 6x6 card, the base measures 12 by 6 inches, and then I'll tell you what the score lines are for that, for the easel page. But this paper measures 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, and the front part of the artisan cardstock, this is the just the cardstock is just a 6x6. So you'll need a 6x6 piece. That is going to be the front of our card, and we're going to adhere it to our easel portion of the card panels, and I'll show you how that's done so that it sits up like an easel. These have been around for a while, so you probably already know how to make them, but I'm going to go through it anyway. So this is our main card base, and it's 12 inches by 6, and then it's scored at 3 inches, and then again at 6 inches. And when you fold it this way, and then you also fold it back this way. Some easels easel cards are made like this. I like to do it like this so that when you adhere this piece to the bottom, it lays flat, or it can lay flat. I've got a lot of bulk that I'm putting on this card, so it's never going to really lay flat, but it's easier to allow the card to lay flat this way than it is to have that score line and allow it to lay down, because it as one piece, it tends to lie flat much easier. Okay, so this piece is also 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, and this is the Under the Sea. This is called Under the Sea, from the Sunkissed collection, but it's 5 7/8 and 5 7/8, and that's going to be the inside of my card base here. And then your Craftology box kit also came with cute little sand dollar, so we're going to use that as my kind of my anchor. That, along with this, is going to allow the easel to stand up, because it'll sit against this sand dollar so it won't fall down. So we're going to use this as another element, the little shell with the beads and pearls and sequins, and then this is actually a sticker, Life's a Beach. It's kind of like a little ticket stub, and I matted it on the white cardstock, and I just cut out the corners like a ticket stub. And then I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to put that there, and then this will be adhered to the bottom part of this, and then it will sit just like that. Okay, so I am going to fast forward with some music while I construct this, and I hope you enjoy the card. If you have any questions, please post them in comments, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel.